Hey everyone, Kerry Waldy here again at the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., talking to you about Christianity and science and how the Christian worldview and, to a large extent, Christian leaders really were responsible for the launch of the scientific revolution. And one of the ideas that was consistent with Christianity is that because there was a God, a personal God that had a will, not an impersonal God like the Force or the Tao or some life essence, but a personal God that can make distinctions and decisions. Therefore, it stands to reason that we, as His image bearers, also can make distinctions and decisions. In other words, we have a will. And you can't do science without a will, because you need to have a will to decide and to investigate and to deliberate between two ideas. And even in the materialistic worldview, which has really come to prominence in our modern times, that states that really what humans are is material, that we are basically moist robots, we're chemistry, and that's the ultimate reality. Is there's really no immaterial aspect to the universe. There's no gods, no souls, no minds. Basically, we are simply material. Therefore, our brains equal our minds. Well, that's really inconsistent. It's not logically tenable because chemistry doesn't think. Chemistry doesn't think, and it doesn't desire. But in order for science to happen, we need to desire, and we need to deliberate against this. But we have first-person experience that we do have wills. You're making a decision to watch this video right now. It's not just destiny of your chemistry that's causing this. You're actually desiring, or maybe not desiring, but you're making a conscious decision to watch this video. In fact, even if you're arguing with my conclusions, if you say, no, you're not right, in order for you to argue, you need to deliberate over options and then choose the one that's most reasonable to you. That's an act of the will. So even if you're arguing with me about this conclusion, it's really self-defeating. You're proving my point by arguing. Christianity gave us the idea that we have a will because God is personal and He also has a will, and we can exercise that will as stewards of the creation that He's given us. And so this was a very important aspect to the launch of the scientific revolution, and today to the continuance of that science, because we do have this will. In fact, Rodney Stark did probably the most exhaustive study on the 52 leaders of the scientific revolution. And what he did is he looked into their worldview. And what he found was that a full 60% of them were devout Christians. The rest of them were conventional Christians, except for 2 skeptics. So out of the 52, many of them were clergy and strong, devout Christians at the time of the scientific revolution. So there's no conflict between science and Christianity. In essence, it's because of the Christian worldview that we can appreciate nature and we can investigate it as stewards and image bearers. All right, I'm Kerry Waldy, signing off from the Air and Space Museum. For more on this, check out my new blog, kerrywaldy.com. Godspeed.